Kellogg's not only became the first word and first name in terms of the American breakfast table, they redefined breakfast in America and maybe the world as we know it. People still in the 21st century are talking about 2 scoops of raisins, snap, crackle, and pop, Lego my ego.
And welcome back. That was a clip from the all-new, amazing series of History Channel's fan favorite series, The Food That Built America. It speaks to the power of food and everything it really symbolizes.
Yeah, there's so much more to it than you think. Like he said, Lego my ego. Our next guest knows that better than most. He is here with more on what we can expect to see in this new season of the series. Please welcome back to the GMA3 studio, food guru Adam Richman. Yes. So happy to have you. So I have seen the breakfast episode, but I'm really fascinated by this because wings.
Yes.
Over 1 billion just yesterday.
Right.
Were expected to be eaten by America, right?
Supposedly, Americans will eat 18,000 of them in their lifetime. That's enough to go around the planet 3 times.
Amazing.
Jeez.
So tell us the history. I know you guys dive into this in one of your upcoming episodes. So tell us about wings. Why are we so obsessed with them? How did they get started?
Yeah, no, it is kind of a fascinating thing, and we do have an episode called Flight of the Buffalo Wing on March 5th. But, you know, the thing is kind of amazing because the wings were never traditionally something sought after as a food source, and now post-pandemic, when the cost went through the roof, there was a shortage, but that was usually used for stocks or for soups. Generally, what would happen was preachers would come to homes for a southern chicken supper. They would eat the preacher parts, the breasts, the legs, the thighs, the good stuff, and kids would get wings, but that whole generation then loved wings. Oh. And the thing is, the Bellissimo family at the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York, has generally claimed the title of inventor of the buffalo wing, but as we learn more, we realize that there was a street called Jefferson Avenue in Buffalo, which essentially amounted to a black Main Street in Buffalo, and a man named John Young had tried a sauce that is no stranger to anyone from the DC area called mumbo sauce, and he tried mumbo sauce, started doing wings with a spicy, sticky, sweet red sauce. The Bellissimos saw it, they tried it, and the difference is mumbo sauce is hot, sour, and sweet, whereas buffalo is hot, sour, and butter.
Okay, so take me through this because I watched that episode, my heart was racing. I never thought breakfast could be that dramatic.
Right.
And it was really dramatic.
Yes.
Are the messages, because it's really the marketing of those breakfast companies, they really carried a lot of weight. So do they still carry as much weight?
Kellogg's first was about trying to replace the bacon and eggs in the American diet. But then with sugar cereals, the marketing of sugared cereals, cartoon characters to sell cereals, Kellogg's became like this cornerstone of American culture with Snap, Crackle, Pop, Tony the Tiger, even jingles like KELLOGG, Kellogg's best to you. And, you know, now with Pop-Tarts, toaster strudels, and it goes on, that Kellogg's went from the brainchild of a doctor who believed in exercise and no red meat to Lego my ego.
And Adam, one of the things I've loved that you've done is you've gone around the world, literally, and looked at food and food and our relationships with food in different parts of the world. What do you think is the most surprising thing you've learned in those travels?
What a great question. I think it's really fascinating how the same ingredient can be interpreted different ways, and how when each culture adopts it. So for example, cilantro is super big in Vietnam and it's super big in Mexico. And these places, you know, resemble one another as much as I resemble Emily Dickinson, you know what I mean? And I think that what's kind of fascinating is to see how these ingredients change, or how things that we would normally consider too savory to eat for breakfast, salmon, things like that, are ubiquitous in places like Japan.
You are an encyclopedia.
I was going to say,
I'm telling you,
fun to go to dinner.
I'm a good teammate for Trivial Pursuit.
Adam Richman, thank you so much for coming. I bet you're fun to go to dinner with, too. New episodes of The Food That Built America premiere Sunday on History.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.